Welcome back, family. You know what I need y'all guys to do. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, guys. My channel is growing. Despise not small beginnings. You understand? Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Comment, family. I'm trying to get into the YouTube algorithm. YouTube tripping sometime, but I'm going to keep peddling it anyway. Support my channel by going to the Cash App, guys, and donating there. It's $Drummer1980. I do appreciate you in advance. You also can support my channel by clicking on the super thanks located under the video, guys. Donating there as well. And like how I tell each and every one of y'all, I do appreciate you 10 folds over, hands down. I'm proud that you're rocking. Well, family, I'm back one more time. You know who I am. I'm Drummer1980, and my motto is, I don't make believe, I make believers. I hope you're having a good day today, and if that's not the case, ask yourself why, because remember, happiness is an inside job. Did you hear me? I said happiness is an inside job, and it will always be an internal affair. Well, guys, we're back today again. Let's talk about Kamala Harris and Donald Trump for just a little bit, but mainly about Kamala, because the thing is, Donald Trump is up front. We all know what Donald Trump is. But most of y'all acting naive and acting like you're drooling out your mouth and you don't understand what Kamala is. But let's examine a few things. And let's dig deep into this thing, okay? This is identity politics, what she's trying to pull. And everybody's saying, well, why are y'all focusing on that? No. Because we're showing you the deception. How she tried to piggyback off of the black folks. And I'm going to call your attention to the screen and we're going to examine this video. And this is irrefutable evidence. If you don't like it, turn it off. Because you yourself have some deceit in your heart then. Because the truth is the truth. I'm just presenting the evidence. And if you're too stupid and too dim with it to understand evidence, that's on you. But let's play the evidence, shall we?
Okay, so what we're going to cook today is an Indian recipe.
Yes.
Because you are Indian.
Yes.
Okay, and I don't know that everybody knows that, but I find that wherever I go and I see Indian people at the supermarket, on the street, everyone's like, you know, Kamala Harris is Indian, right? It's like our thing we're so excited about to have you running for president.
Yeah.
So we're both Indian,
yes,
but actually we're both South Indian.
Yes. You look like the entire one half of my family.
Okay, thank you.
You do.
I've been telling people we're related already, so this is perfect. It's basically true. And so were you raised eating South Indian food?
South Indian food.
So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She is always identified as a black woman.
I respect
historically
either
black
one.
college.
Certainly, you could become the first Indian senator in U.S. history, which would be quite an accomplishment.
Not good.
And then she was everybody's favorite Hindu Indian prosecutor and attorney general and senator, and now she becomes black. But, you know, I met her daddy, fine gentleman, Professor Harris. And the problem with her being black is Professor Harris says he's Caucasian, mixed Irish and Hindu. He doesn't have any black ancestors, but his Irish ancestors owned a lot of slaves in Jamaica and had them to work on plantation. So if mama is on the birth certificate listed as a Caucasian, daddy says he's a Caucasian Hindu and has no black ancestors, how did she get to be black?
My mother, who raised me and my sister, was a proud woman. She was a brown woman. She was a woman with a heavy accent.
And her mother, Shamla Gopalan, was also the biggest influence in Kamala Harris's life.
The answer is absolutely yes, Joe.
After the big announcement, Harris's sister wrote in a Twitter post, "You can't know who Kamala Harris is without knowing who our mother was." In 1958, a precocious 19-year-old Indian, Gopalan traveled thousands of miles from her home and family to pursue a doctorate in nutrition and endocrinology in America. She soon became an active civil rights crusader while studying at UC Berkeley.
But once she went there, she almost felt free. And she took part in politics. She used to bring a whole series of literature, leftist literature from Karl Popper's, He was a great philosopher.
In her book, Harris says, "There is no title or honor on earth I'll treasure more than to say I am Shamla Gopalan Harris's daughter." Harris's visits to India with her mother kept her connected to her roots. Her grandfather, who had strong views on humanitarian issues, worked closely with officials to reallocate refugees. Their conversations had a strong influence on her.
Those walks along the beach in India really planted something in my mind and created a commitment in me before I even realized it. That has led me to where I am today.
Harris's maternal uncle, Gopalan Balachandran, who lives in Delhi, tells us how the senator turns to her amma, which means mother in Tamil, for guidance even after her death.
I don't have to tell her, make your mother proud. She said, what are you telling me? Everything that I do, I ask myself, would Amma approve of this?
Kamala in Hindi means lotus flower and is an important symbol in Indian culture, rooted deep in the bottom of the river. Very similar to Harris's Indian identity, which she wears on her sleeve. There's no doubt that the primary source of learning for Senator Harris was from her mother's experiences and the conversations that she had with her maternal grandfather when she visited India, which was very often accompanying her mother, or when the grandparents would visit them in America. Back to you, Rosemary.
It was never easy for me. I was born a poor black child.
Let's get to work. Do anybody have any questions? Put it in the comment section. Now, with these clips, nothing that I made up, nothing that I cobbled together. I didn't slant anything. Because I'm not biased. I'm just truthful. And that's the difference between me and you. See, I can tell the truth and take what comes with it, if you understand that type of language, right? Kamala Harris. I don't have a problem with her running for president. I don't have a problem with her being the nominee. I don't have a problem with her even being a woman. I don't even have a problem with her being an Indian. But whenever you try to use identity politics to try to garner votes, to try to deceive the people, that's where I come in at. You understand? No, we're not doing that. Talk about cooking collards in a bathtub. Hey, anybody out there, please, anybody, black folks, put it in the conversation. How many of y'all wash collard greens in a bathtub and all this stuff, what she's talking about, since she's black? Like Donald Trump say, she's black. How many of y'all had collard greens in a bathtub? Nasty buzz up behind. Body ain't doing that. That's how we know you're lying. And for y'all people that's talking about her father is Jamaican. Okay, but that doesn't mean that he's black. And furthermore, watch how I twist this. If she was Jamaican, don't you think they would be celebrating her? Oh, God. Everybody missed that, huh? Just like the Olympics. You see how they be celebrating whenever they win? They will be celebrating her. God almighty, no. Oh, duh. Shoot. They ain't celebrating her because everybody know the truth. See, but y'all want us to go along with these lies. We ain't going along with these lies. I like my white supremacists with no chaser. God almighty, what's wrong with him? No chaser. Donald Trump, I know what I'm getting. Kamala Harris, she would be the worst thing ever. Do you know why? Because a wannabe will go overboard to try to prove a point. If anybody was in the streets before, you know the worst type of gangster is a wannabe gangster, simply because he's trying to prove that he is gangster. So he will cross the line and go over and beyond to impress the people that's watching. See, what Kamala Harris will do, she'll be just like Barack Obama. And he did the same thing. This Kenyan man. Oh, God. That's why you need to come here. Like Barack Obama. He got in office. And y'all don't know the damage this man caused. See, y'all looking solely at his skin. Oh, he's a melanated black man. Who raised him? God almighty. I'm going down the rabbit hole. Who raised him? Okay, that's going to be his ideology. Whoever raised him and his grandparents raised him, right? In Hawaii, he was clicked in. So who raised him? So I don't care about his outer shell. I care about the things he thinks internally and how he view himself. Do you understand that? If I'm black on the outside, but my mind is colonized and I talk just like Jesse Lee Peterson, do you get my drift? Do anybody get it? Who raised Kamala Harris? Okay, her mother? Okay, so her ideology is going to be that of the Brahmin Indians. We all know about the Brahmin Indians. I have no problem with them, but apparently they have a problem with people that look like me. I never did anything to them, but we know what them Brahmins is all about. That caste system. Aryans, anybody? Do anybody know where the word Aryan come from? Y'all better look up everything that I just said and make me out to be a liar. If she just run on just being an Indian president, okay, that's fine. But don't come with the deception. She just like Barack Obama, y'all. I'm telling y'all, Barack Obama didn't stop anything from happening to the community. Nothing. Everything was transpiring and he sat there and crossed his leg and was twiddling his fingers. Matter of fact, he went overboard, like how I tell you that she's going to do. He signed something called the Blue Alert Law, guys, that gave police officers immunity from the law, gave them more weapons, gave them more protections and all kind of stuff. So whenever they come to you talking about Project 25, Donald Trump go give police immunity, they already have it, idiot. You see how I'm bringing it all together? They already have it. Donald Trump ain't gonna do it because they already have it. Just in case you was late for the meeting, they already have it. Obtuse behind. So slow. Land. It's a clear day. Come back down to earth and get some of this truth that we spit. Wrong with y'all, man. Time about Donald Trump gonna give them immunity. They already got immunity. That's why they can shoot you in the back and nothing happened. That's why they can get fired allegedly, and they'll pop up working at another police department adjacent to that town or that city, because they already have it. So don't come with the scare tactics. Whenever we asking about what policies do Kamala Harris have, they always want to project back to Trump. Well, Trump is the booger. We not playing them games. I want something on the paper. Let me see what she's doing. Let me see what kind of policies she have. I don't want to hear nothing about no collard greens, man. What's wrong with you? I don't want to see no Megan Thee Stallion. Get the horse off the stage and let's talk about this paperwork here. You understand that? I don't want to see no Quavo or Hovo. I don't want to see him. Get him off the stage. You get on stage and you answer the tough questions. Because I want to know what you're going to do for us. If you don't want to do nothing for us, that's fine. That is fine. But just be upfront about it. Don't be deceitful and conniving and manipulative. Because some of us too smart and some of us dumb. Just as dumb as a penny. A red brick. I ain't got no sense. The woman sitting up here telling you what she is, and she said that she ain't gonna do nothing for black people specifically, but then she go to other groups and promise them everything. See, we not doing that. If you can't treat us all fair, we ain't voting for you. See, the thing about voting, guys, what y'all fail to understand, whenever people have their back up against the wall, people will start finding solutions, and that's what they don't want. They want to keep you on this political treadmill, going back and forth, arguing amongst each other. This candidate, they both evil. They both evil, in my humble opinion. But if I had to choose between the evils, give me my evil up front. Because then you won't have any type of confusion because you know what it is. See, but with Kamala, sister girl, AKA, man, please. Them HBCUs ain't nothing but Sambo factories. God, let me get off this thing before I be done got in trouble. They ain't nothing but Sambo factories. That's all they are. Like Dr. John Henry Clark said, they talk about everything except teach what black is. Talk about everything. I said what I said, and I ain't taking it back either. Simply because the ancestors, the elders have told us already. And the same thing is transpiring right before your eyes. And some of you just chew slow to understand what's going on around you. Just because you can go buy a little house, a car, or take a little trip, you think you made progress. Let me further expand upon that. See, you think you make progress because you are a consumer. You don't have no power. You don't have no businesses that amount to anything. Therefore, if you don't have no economy, money can't bounce around in the community because there's no way to spend it. And every time that we get a foothold, like Redstone Firearms in California, they always come up with some type of legality, permits and all this stuff. And black people have been complaining about this all across the country, all across, not just one place, all across the country. They always try to shut lucrative black businesses down, and they succeed every time with the paperwork. And if I'm lying, somebody stop my mouth because it can be stopped. Redstone Firearms did good business. The lines was out the door according to sources, right? And according to the owners, the business was booming. So they moving out of California. Every time you get a foothold, I'm trying to tell y'all, and if y'all can't see it, I feel for you, but we have to keep moving on because some people just too slow. Some people will have you hung up and have you getting hit. No, if you can't keep up, if you don't understand, we have explained this to y'all over and over, time and time again. And some people choose to act stupid. Okay, you can play dumb, but just get left behind. Those are your choices. And whenever you finally see exactly what we saying was the truth, don't come back grappling. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because that wake-up call is a beast, ain't it? Have anybody seen the story with Serena Williams was denied access to a restaurant in Paris, if I'm not mistaken? The people say she was unrecognizable. She probably didn't have on all of that putty on her face, and they didn't know who she was. Boy, that wake-up call is a monster, ain't it? Okay. They just doing this because I'm a woman. Do anybody remember that when they was treating her bad up on the court? They was trying to cheat her. They trying to do this because I'm a woman. Sister, we love you, but sister, some people just don't get it, or they choose not to get it. People want to put their head down in the sand like an ostrich do, but that's okay. Well, go ahead, but suffer the consequences. Guys, tell me what y'all think. Donald Trump is honest. Okay, I know what I'm getting. Okay. Nah, I'm not saying to vote for no Donald Trump. I'm not saying that. I'm not telling you not to vote for Kamala Harris. But what I am saying is be wise in your decision making. If you make a decision at all, read between the lines. And until next time, peace. And remember, there is more. Talking about collard greens in a bathtub.